That's not really what I envisioned us doing at Prism Supply, but
yeah, like I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my nice breeches and for the nice video and being in the, you know, the final video, you know what I mean? But little did we know this is not the final freaking video. We're having a good time, ain't we, bud?
Oh, bud, it's just the beginning.
Oh, son, yeah, it's just the beginning.
All right, so we're out here on the asphalt with the 1976 4x4 van. Right now it's being completely pressure washed under the underside. We're getting it ready for paint. We figured we painted everything else so far, so just gonna do some nice touch-ups like the fender wells, basically the whole underside, and there's also some camping accessories like the propane, some few other things under there that need to be painted as well, and it's all just going to look way better when you look up under there. So getting grease, getting dirt, getting all types of stuff off, and yeah, super hot. It's going great. Decided to wear all black, so that's perfect. We took it down the road to dry it off. We're actually on the highway right now. How fast were we running? Heck yeah. Right here. Whoa, check it out. Driving yourself at 7. Man, that was a long time too. A couple Mississippis. Yeah, I've been sitting in the back, no roaring in the floor, there's no crazy noises happening, so ride smooth, real smooth. Trying to avoid that at all
costs. Watch this.
Oh, come on, dude, no, we just got in it.
I'm just kidding.
Howdy. Oh, we should get pictures of it in front of the Chevy dealership.
Oh, hell, they all want to buy.
Well, the brakes work, but the
yeah, you look, dude.
There we go.
Park it right beside one of them new trucks and just
put it up here
and go in there and be like, hey, I like that tan van y'all guys got out there. What do y'all got on that? They'll be like, what tan van? We ain't got no tan van. It's like, it's sitting right out there. I just drove up and saw it. That would be fun.
We ought to put it up here beside them god-awful things right there. Oh no, the golf cart of vans.
That's good.
The I mean, I'll give it to them. They're ugly, but they got tons of room in there.
Yeah, you can stand up in them.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you design a giant box, put wheels on it.
Yeah. Ew. Boom. Gross, dude.
Come on, Mercedes, you got all that dough, but no vision.
Oh, hey, look at the Rams, the Fords,
yeah, still no vision. That Zuzu's the nicest thing there. I'd rather have that. A flat nose Zuzu, yeah. Flatbed.
Today's the day.
Today is the day. We are getting ready to deliver the Prism van. We've tested it. We've done everything. We feel good about it. I talked to Jake yesterday, and we decided we were just going to take it to him rather than him come up here, because we just wanted to get that one last
big long
good
haul.
trip. Yeah, we haven't had. It's about a 2-hour drive for us out on 85. You know, around 65 or 70, and we've been doing that, but not for that long a period of time. So I told him, just to feel good and confident, peace of mind, I wanted to take it down there to him. So we're gonna give it the real shakedown run and keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, we got, like any good Boy Scout, we come prepared just in case, but you never know what we might find on the way back, right, where we might need that trailer.
Yeah, I mean, we feel good about it, but you just always have to, you know, you just you want to be prepared. I mean, Daddy even said, you know, if new cars were perfect, they wouldn't have warranties on them. So we just want to be prepared in case something does happen. But it's not.
But it's not.
We're gonna get it there. We're gonna get it there. Everything's good. This is. I was telling Jake yesterday, I think this is even as all of the hurdles that we had figuring out on the older van, this is probably, well, I know it is. It's the best riding and driving van we've built so far.
Absolutely, yeah. I've ridden in the back. You saw that little clip. I mean, it's like a Cadillac all the way around.
Yeah, it's a good van.
Like a Cadillac on mud tires.
I'd be proud to hold on. Even when we went to Sheets this morning, when the cop came out and we were pulling out, he was giving us a thumbs up.
Yeah. So
the police is on our side.
The police is on our side with this one. I don't know about the rest of them like this, but I think Dad's riding solo in the Prism van. We're heavy hauling with the trailer.
Mono and mono.
Mono and mono.
She'll make it.
Oh yeah.
She'll get there, back, and all around the country. I'm just trying to watch this. Trying to put 55 in it. I like to get it exactly. 55.
Where is it? Hold on. I'm in the way. Sorry.
You're in the way. Alright, here we go. Concentrate on getting. No big deal. Cruise through the 80s. Da-da-da-da-da.
You want it on 50?
I'm sorry, 55.
55.
Whoa! Ha ha! Thank goodness. Alright, here we go.
It's coming up.
Get slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Come on. Da-da-da-da.
55! Woo! Got it.
On the dizzle on.
Charlotte, taking the Prism van back. Everything's doing good. So figured we'll give you a little update. Running down the highway right now, about 65. Well, 55. Let's get it on up to some speed here. There we go. There's 60. I got my hands off the steering wheel. Riding good and smooth. It's gonna be a good day. Are you good?
Yeah, I don't have my sunglasses. Oh.
So we're in the same building that they actually do the congregation show here, because Prism is like literally out that door, just not even half a block away. So they're right here. But
I set up like a little town.
yeah, it's almost, yeah, Camp North End is almost like a little town. But the most unbelievable, unfortunate, like I've never even seen this happen before in my life. Dad's never seen it. You've never seen it.
No.
We pull the van in through the door down here. We get it in. Jake is positioning. Jake did nothing wrong. We done nothing wrong. Jake's positioning the van, and all of a sudden he can't steer it. There's fluid on the floor, and we're like, well, what in the world happened? Upon inspection, the bottom of the steering box must have had a hairline crack, and it finally gave way. And today,
Right now.
Literally, the camera guy, he was telling Jake how to position it, everything. And not even before he could hit the power button on his camera to film, it literally just puked its guts out all on the floor. So what we're gonna do, because their team is kind of crunched for time. Jake, he's running a business here. It's Friday, they're still on work hours. So what we're gonna do, we're letting them shoot their part of the Prism video for their channel, all that good stuff. We're gonna shoot our part, and in our part, we're gonna run to the parts store.
I don't even know if I'm just like breathing down your neck. I'm trying to stand in the.
Yeah, y'all are.
I'm just kind of like.
I can't.
Cluster-flagarded because I can't really.
I can't even believe what just happened.
We've turned that steering wheel under the greatest pressure, which is standing still.
Yeah.
And we've turned it and turned it and turned
No
it
problem.
and turned it and turned it because the steering was something we had to work at continuously to get it correct.
Yeah.
And it couldn't have done it at the shop. And it made it all the way here, dry as a bone, and then
so we gotta get our head back in the game. It's fixable. Ain't no big deal. So the plan is, once they get done filming, we might film our next part. But while we're here, there's a parts store. We're gonna get a Pitman arm puller. Gonna get a new steering box. We got a small tool bag in the van. They've got tools there at their shop, and we're just gonna bust this thing out, get it done right. Do the swap right on the ground. Gonna get fluid. Gonna get all that stuff. But this is the part that you don't see on the TV shows, that they don't show you. You know,
Because why would you want to show this? Because you know it's not like I don't want to use the word embarrassing because it's not. No, it's not nothing like that we forgot to uncrack the steering box. I mean, because how do you know it's cracked unless
exactly.
But anyway,
but is what it is. This is a part of it. So we're gonna get that knocked out. We're gonna do that. We'll update you guys here in a minute. But right now, me and Ivan are chilling. letting Dad do the interview, all that good stuff with Jake, and
Just gonna try not to cry about all of our hard work and just somewhat embarrassing feat.
so, heck yeah, stop
But we're just
steering
human.
boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. Something funny.
Alright, so y'all can hear the power steering. It's obviously low. It's whining a little bit. Right now we're pulling the van out. We just got done shooting our little part. But yeah, we're gonna swap this darn steering box. We're gonna make this thing right. We have no idea how that even happened. But parts fail, things happen, and you make a mess, especially on custom vehicles. So I think we're gonna pull it right in front of their shop and start wrenching on this thing. All right, rest of the fluid is drained. We got the lines off. About to get the rest of the bolts out of the frame. We got the drag link done. He's taking the U-joint off there. At least it ain't raining.
It is hot.
That is for sure.
We can deal with that. We sure can.
Cookie dough. It's not really what I envisioned us doing at Prism Supply, but
Yeah, like I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my nice breeches and for the nice video and being in the, you know, the final video, you know what I mean? But little did we know this is not the final freaking video. We're having a good time, ain't we, bud?
Oh, but it's just the beginning.
Oh, son, yeah, it's just a So I shall keep going.
At least we're in our company cutting shirts.
Yeah, it's true. We ought to just get, oh gosh, there's a spider. No, it's not.
What was it?
It's some sort of woodland bug. When this last bolt comes out, you might want to set the audience down.
Here she comes. So. All right. Yep, she's getting
I'm
looser
gonna
by the
try to
second. How much farther, dude?
Right now.
Okay.
Like right freaking.
Oh my god. I told you it comes out of there like a mow. Here. I told you. Okay. You. I don't have the puller yet because Dad's gonna get it, but that's about the last thing we can do till he gets here.
We're gonna do everything we can to save a second or two, because, like we said, none of this was freaking planned.
Nope.
None of this was freaking wanted.
Yeah, you think we wanted this?
We wanted this crap.
I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but
Literally here, hold on.
oh,
Oh, my knee's kind of screwed up, guys. I can't bend down like I used to last week. But it's
on there.
it was super freaking prominent a while ago. Watch it be gone and welded up. Okay, here it is. Look, move out of the sun. It is from here, crackety, crickety, all the way to there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
You tell me. You know, and I know you can't see it, but it is from here to here. And it is, it's hairline. I mean,
the fluid's got pressure on it.
It's hairline, so.
Was not doing that at the house. Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay. Hey, fall.
Oh, there she is. Okay. What is this? Easy? What is it? Surprise easy day, but still hard or something? What is this?
Oh, no. All right. Steering box installed. Got all the air out of the line. Leave it to us to be delivering the vehicle. Have to work on it.
Buys and tries today because I am. We didn't even get our shirts that dirty, did we?
I don't know, you got a little stain. I got this white shirt on, so. Alright, what's up everybody? It's a beautiful, hot, sunny, muggy day here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're here at Prism Supply with Jake.
Yo,
What's up?
what up?
And it's been a good day, and it's been a little bit of drawback.
Yeah,
so
It's been a great day.
it's been an awesome day.
Well, you saw us start off at L&S, where we always start every trip when we go, and made the trek down here to Charlotte to deliver the van to Jake down here at Prism. Trip was great, no issues whatsoever. 2.5 hours, couldn't ask for it to do any better. We get down here and Murphy came along. We got a little steering leak on the power steering, but we're gonna take care of that. But anyway, as we said before, we're so honored to be able to do this job for Jake here at Prism, because the stuff that they do down here is, I told him earlier, I was a little intimidated when he called to get us to do it, because their attention to detail on stuff is just top notch. If you don't know Prism Supply, go check them out. They make some of the best quality parts and bikes that you could ever see. So when he called, I was like, man, you got better skills than we do. But with that being said, we tackled this thing. He's got a 76. Y'all have seen the build. You followed it on the YouTube channel, so I'm not going to go into too much to what the van is. We'll go over what we finished on it and how it ended up, and just basically what we want to do is just thank Jakes for reaching out to us and letting us do the build. We actually saw the van in this building. I guess it was 2 years ago.
Yes, a couple years ago.
This is the building.
Maybe three.
It could have been 3. This is the building that they have the congregation in, the show that they put on, Prism Supply puts on down here in Charlotte.
October 5th this year.
October 5th. If you've never been, make it a point to come. It's an awesome show. This building right here is full of bikes, hot rods, cars, and all kinds
Vans.
of stuff. Vans.
Heck yeah.
And,
All kinds.
it's the first place I actually saw this van. He had it set up right over there and as a camping display. And I told my wife when I saw it, I said, that van needs to be four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, about a year later, he calls us and asks us to do the build on it. So we did, and here it is. We brought it down here to him, took delivery of it today, and we're just gonna go over it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. No, thank you guys.
It's awesome.
Yeah, man.
I'm incredibly thankful to be the owner of this van, and even more so now that it's four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. Like when I saw you guys pull your vans in for congregation, I was like, dude, these are sick. These are awesome. And so when the opportunity arose to do this one, let's take it. Let's do it.
That is cool. That is cool.
But,
it was a little bit of a challenge. I know we went over that. It's a little bit different year model than the ones that we
That's
did.
right.
And I told you that we had never done one that year model, but we were eager to take it on. And I've told you, I don't know how many times, and you keep telling me, you come from the world of building and you know what it takes fabricating to build stuff. So you've been very understanding of the length of time it took, and I really appreciate that. But it was one of those things. I kind of like what my daddy used to say. I let my alligator mouth over around the hummingbird ass. I didn't know all the differences in the van. When you look at these vans from the outside, they look pretty much the same. But when you get under them, there's a lot of differences in them. And that's why we don't offer kits for them, because of the differences in them. But we figured it out on this one. It's a one-off. It turned out great. It turned out awesome. I'm envious. I wish it was mine. Driving down here, the 2.5 hour trip was. I know we built it, but it drove great.
Yeah.
It handled great. It's
perfect.
Just, I couldn't ask for it to be any better. Until it got here, we started spitting power steering fluid out, but we're going to take care of that.
Yeah.
that's part of it.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Like
part of it.
what we say, custom bikes, custom problems.
There you go.
That's
There you go. I
happens.
mean, it's
Custom vans, custom problems.
That's right. It's like my daddy said. We were in the new car business for years and years, and he said if everything was perfect, they wouldn't put warranties on new vehicles. So even new vehicles have problems. But we're going to get it taken care of. But we'll go over. Y'all have not seen the final build on it. Just kind of tell you what all we did on it, and
Yeah, tell me, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just go front to back on it and just.
What we started off with, Jake brought us a 1976 two-wheel drive, 6-cylinder, inline 6-cylinder with 3-speed on the column. It is now a 1976 4-wheel drive, automatic with a throttle body fuel injected V8 in it. So it's changed right much. And what we did, it's got 4-inch Chevrolet square body leaf springs on it, so it's lifted up 4 inches. We could not use the kit that we usually build on our 84 to 95s. We had to do a special one-off kit on this, because I know we've gone over it several times in our videos, the differences in the way the front end's made, the whole front of the van. You can see it's not flat, it's curved. So the plate that we make that mounts the leaf springs, we had to special design that, and Ivan welded all that up on that.
Yeah, show them some of the more detailed parts of those front hangers and stuff too.
Ivan knows how well. We all weld, but Ivan is the best out of them so far, by far.
Oh,
And he did all the
come on
welding.
now. Well, like you said, it is a one-off for sure. It comes to like an arrow point up here, but you can't see it obviously because of the bumper. But it's a high-low. Yeah, it's a high-low here, so it's like we had to build a platform to make everything straight and true and reinforced beyond I don't know what.
Because this part of the frame,
great.
that part of the frame juts outward, so we had to make that plate pull that hanger in, so that way it stayed all in line and stayed true and square. And on the other later model G series, they just don't. It hits perfectly right there. So we kind of had to make a platform, but make it still factory clean.
Yeah, on the Chevrolet square body differentials that we use, the spring pad spacings on them is 32 inches. And the 84 to 95 vans, the actual frame rails, unibody frame rails, measure the exact same. So it's you got to do a tweaking on one side to get it all lined up. But on this model, from 70 to up to 83, these frame horns on the front of the van are at 37 inches. So we had to make an end rigger to bring that one in to make it 32 inches for the spring pad space, and that's what Ivan was talking about. So that was a little bit of challenge there because it was different. And on the steering, y'all, I won't go into everything on the steering. You've seen the video of what we did on the steering,
but the steering feels so good.
It is good as long as it's holding the fluid.
It's butter.
Yeah, it does. It drives great, but.
And the steering wheel position, like where that sits in your lap, feels awesome.
Yeah.
Everything feels perfect.
And
That's good because that's one thing because there was no tilt, no nothing. So it was a one shot.
That's right.
We
you know.
played with that thing when we ran it through the firewall. There was just several different ways until it really felt good to me, and I thought it would feel good to me too, because we're kind of about the same height, and I figured it would be about the same. But we ended up taking 3 steering columns, the one out of this van and 2 other ones that we had found, and shortened it 16 inches and made one, and actually went through the firewall with a pillar block bearing and a bunch of joints, but it worked out very well. It steers and drives great. The way the older vans were done this year model, they did okay, but they didn't really handle all that good, so we didn't want that, and I think we cheated with this one. It works out good. The front differential that's in it came out of a 1991 3/4 ton Suburban. It's an 8-lug 10 bolt. We put the crossover high steering on it to match up with the steering that we put on the van. It's got a 1995 model.
And the factory brakes too, off of the Suburban, or what?
Yes.
What'd you say it was?
1991. 1991 3/4 ton Suburban. And actually, these front differentials are virtually the same on these trucks from 1973 to 1987. The Suburbans and Blazers all the way up to 91. That's a corporate 10 bolt, which is based off the Dana 44. When GM made this differential, they pretty much based it off the Dana 44. But a lot of people will tell you a 10 bolt is not as good, but it's actually beefier. And I mud raced for 15 years, and I had 10 bolts under high horsepower mud trucks with 38 and 44 inch tires on them, and never had any issues with them. So they're good differentials.
But you didn't have to modify the width of it at all?
No,
Right
yeah, and if you'll know, on vans, the width of the vans are about 3.5 inches wider than what a truck is. But if you've ever looked at an older square body truck, the track on the front differential is about 3 inches wider than the rear track. So when you put it under a van matched up with the factory rear end, the track is just perfect. It looks perfect. You don't have to do anything. And that's what it is. The rear end that's under came out from under a 1-ton G30 van that was actually an ambulance. And when we took that rear end out and apart, you could tell it came out from under something that they were high on maintenance, because they maintained it. You know, being in an ambulance, it had to be good. So, and you could tell it when that rear end we put it over here. But yeah, the differentials work out perfect when you do that. It's got a 1995 model throttle body 350 out of a 1995 model truck with less than 100,000 miles on it.
Brand new,
The
practically.
transmission transfer case came out of a 1985 Suburban. It's a 700R4 overdrive transmission with a new process 208 transfer case, which is about as good a running gear as you can get. It's actually, with the exception of not being a Dana Turbo 400, it's the same transfer case that they put in the military trucks back in the 80s when Chevrolet made trucks for the military. So it's a good solid four-wheel drive platform. And, we're happy with it. Everything under the hood looks like
great.
looks like an '87 van with fuel
So
injection.
clean.
Yeah, man.
And we did a few little things on it. Jake said, go over it if you needed anything. The seat on the passenger side was broke. Ivan took it apart and welded it up. We all just had our hands in it, getting it all done.
The swing shop fabrication station was in full swing,
24/7.
all the whole time, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun just like, we're gonna have to do what? And it was like, all right. So just getting straight to work like on the front plate, and then when he called you, he's like, you want us to weld it up? I'm like, whoa, we're welding it to the frame. And I'm like, so that was, I just like fabricating everything. I had a lot of fun with it. And learned a lot as well.
Yeah, and we doubled down on it because we needed to be safe. One, because you got family plans to take this on the road, not only hauling motorcycles, but all sorts of stuff, right?
Yeah. The most important cargo is those kids.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wanted to make sure it was good there, and we feel good about it. I was telling Jake, you always, when you build something, you're like, it's in the back of your mind, something going wrong, like the steering messing up.
Yeah.
But, I told him, I said, we've pounded on it pretty good, but just take it easy for a little while. Make sure everything's good before you get out there and really go on it. But I would have no reservations in getting in it right now and taking off to California for a trip.
Yeah, and it feels that way to me too when I'm driving it. It just feels
That's good.
dialed.
It was so good to hear Jacob when we took it down the road and him driving it and stuff that he was saying about it. It felt so good, and it was like, whew, okay.
Yeah, we did it.
We did.
Yeah. So what'd you say the rear differential was out of an ambulance?
It's out of a 1988 G30 van that was an ambulance. So it's a 1-ton, and it is the same differential that they put in 1-ton trucks. It's just a little bit wider.
Yep.
If you took all the guts out of a truck differential, you would stick right in. It's a GM 14-volt, same thing, just a different differential. It's probably everything else will break around that rear end. That's probably the strongest thing.
Yeah.
Really?
You
Nah,
won't have any trouble
Ivan's
with
welds are the strongest thing.
There we go.
And then the wheels?
Oh,
The
yeah.
wheels are stock 1-ton Chevrolet truck wheels that came off of a. Matter of fact, now that I said, these wheels came off of one of the 1-ton military trucks that the military used. In 1984, I think to 86, GM was commissioned by the government to make the 1-ton trucks for the military, and that's what those wheels came off of.
Yeah. The hubcaps were a bit hard to find, but that was going to be the icing on the cake when the whole thing was done.
That is a tough thing to find, and I found a lot of them. And when you find some that are in pristine shape, they want pristine prices for them. It's hard to pay that for some things. So that was kind of a tough find. And it was a lot of. When you build one of these things, it's not just the build. You have a lot of legwork rounding up all the parts. We beat the bushes in junkyards and finding vehicles and taking parts off and going through it and checking everything. It's a job too, but it's something that we enjoy, and we're honored to be able to do.
And the tire size?
Tire size are 33. They actually are a metric size that is a 285/75/16, which is basically a 10/50/33. Like if you did it through the old style. So it's 33-inch tires, which is perfect with this 4-inch springs on it. It sits. To me, like you said, if I was to go back in 1976 and see one from the factory, I would think this is what it would
Yeah, so when I called you guys, however long ago that was, a year, and asked about doing this project, the first thing I said was I want it to look like you can buy this van off the factory floor in 1976. And I think that you guys absolutely nailed that.
Well,
Yeah, we haven't forgot that. It's been in the back of our shoulders the whole time.
But even
Does it look
inside,
factory? Yeah.
everything looks...
Well, and you know, when you said that, I was trying, in my mind, I was almost thinking doing some custom stuff and doing all this. And then I watched your YouTube video with the white pan head.
Yeah.
And put that together. I said, you know what? He don't want all that. He wants it just like it was back in the day. That's what he loves, and that's what we
You're correct.
Yeah.
You guys nailed it.
Yeah, we kept that in mind, even with some of the gussets, you know, keeping some of that stylistic of what would it look like when it rolled right off the factory, and if you were to get under this thing at the car lot in like 1977 and check it all out. So kind of what's your first, even when you kneel down, we were thinking, well, what's the first thing you see? What's the first thing your eyes hit? And, you know, there wanted to be no doubt. And we wanted people that maybe didn't know to kind of question themselves. It's like, did Chevrolet make a four-wheel drive van, you know?
And you know, that was one of the things with the steering column. Why was another reason we spent so much time with it. We could have put a later model steering column in it where the key was in the steering column, but it wouldn't look appear correct. And in order to get the steering the way we wanted it to handle and do and still look period correct, we had to do modifications to the steering column the way we did. And,
I mean, you could have just put a tilt wheel in it and been like,
yeah.
but that's not what he wanted, so that's not what we did.
Was the column went through the floorboard here, and that just did not work out with the geometry with the steering box and the way we wanted to do it. So we had to do it like that in order to make it work. So I feel good about what we did here. So that's it in a nutshell. We like I said, we were honored to build it, and you know, we kind of like to. What's going to be your plan? But I hope we can do some camping together.
Yeah. We're definitely got to do some camping. So
what's going to be going on with it?
I need to come to y'all's event. Power and Sound. When is it? Do y'all have the date yet?
May. It's going to be probably the third weekend in May. They haven't locked down the exact weekend.
Cool.
Probably the weekend.
So definitely got to bring the family out for that.
Yeah.
No, but like I said, my goal was to just get the van running and riding perfectly, and then from there I knew that there was some other things that I needed to fix inside. So I'm gonna just try to improve some of that stuff, like the pop top. The wood up top is kind of like falling down, so I want to fix that. Get one of these windows doesn't open. I can't remember which one. So it's like a worm. It's like a strict plastic worm gear deal.
Yeah.
So maybe 3D print a new little deal to open that.
Heck yeah.
I got a story about the 3D printing too.
Yeah, and then just camping. This is gonna be my dirt bike rig. So I'll put like a little hitch carrier thing for my dirt bike on the back. Go ride a dirt bike, so mountain biking with it, take my family camping. My goal is for this thing to just be like my adventure. Like I just want to live out of this thing every weekend.
Wow. Yeah.
That is my goal.
That's exactly what we had planned with our vans. We built that trailer to haul 3 bikes on it. Our dream is to go up in the mountains, find a nice campground for the weekend, ride the bikes during the day, come back and hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and like we were saying earlier, like you can buy a Sprinter van and it's going to be more practical, but for me, style is like one of the most important things, and so
it costs to be cool, man.
Yeah. Here we go. This is it.
But getting back to the 3D printer thing,
Oh gosh.
we were having trouble getting the radio. I called Jake. I said, "Hey, did the radio in this thing work?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Actually, we took a Bluetooth and hooked it into the factory radio and made it work." I said, "Well, we're not getting it to play." He said, matter of fact, he said, I think I've got an Instagram video. I'll send you the video later. So he sends me a video, and the faceplate on the radio and this little switch panel there, you know, I was like, okay, that came from the factory. It looks like something that came in this van from the factory in 1976. And then the video shows them with the 3D printer. They made all this stuff and put it in there. And I swear you can't tell it comes from the factory. And I came back and I told the boys, I said, y'all look at this. I said, he's got us working on this van. I said, we're up here rubbing 2 sticks together and they got a Zippo and they want us working on this van. So that was just a cool thing. If y'all have never seen a 3D printer at work, check it out because it does awesome stuff.
I linked to the video somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah, it's out there somewhere.
As a matter of fact, Seth, we'll go in and link to the video, their YouTube channel of the video where they went and got this van and picked up a bike on the same trip and trailered it back. It's a cool video when it was still two-wheel drive. It was a pretty good adventure itself.
Yeah, I mean, I already have so many memories and adventures in this van. I can't wait to just keep adding to that collection. But yeah, I'm incredibly thankful for you guys, and thanks for knocking this out. I know it's a headache. I know you guys went above and beyond, and yeah, thank you so much.
It was a pleasure to do. Thank you for allowing us to do it.
Thank you for doing it.
Of course.
Letting us do it.
Yeah, man.
Thank you,
man.
Y'all be good. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We'll keep doing what we're doing.
Sweet. All right, we are finally heading home in the van. Jake, thanks so much for being cool and letting us use some of Prism's tools to knock out this steering box job. I don't know, that was a bizarre thing. That was wild.
That was something. In 35 years of doing this, I have never seen a steering box crack like that and break. It's
I've seen them pull away from the frames. I've seen them, you know, bust lines. But the way it was, like you said, it looked like it was been dropped and damaged or something.
Never seen it. I'm just glad it happened where it did and when it did, and not on the road with him somewhere.
Yeah, but we're taking the core back to O'Reilly's, and I think there will be a celebratory steak in our future because the asphalt has done a number on all our backs. I haven't got a good pump in with the arms. Show that arm, dude. Dude, heck yeah, dude. But yeah, so there you go. Prism van delivered. Time for steak. All right, what a day. We are back here at the shop. Been doing a few things, but Prism van is finally delivered. It is happy at home in Charlotte. Maybe it didn't quite go as planned, but hey, that's what happens, huh?
Yeah, that was odd, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As y'all saw, that was an odd day. We said it. We've never seen that happen before. Once again, just glad it happened when it did, where it did. I wish it would have happened here at the shop before we left, but it didn't. But
absolutely.
We had planned on doing a little bit more during the day as far as spending some time with Jake and doing some more touring around Prism and showing you more of their shop, but just the events that happened didn't allow the time to do that because, like Seth said, it was Friday afternoon and we got the mailman coming. Hold on just a second.
And cut.
All right, we got the mail. There wasn't no bills in there, thankfully. But yeah, we like I said, we had planned on spending a little more time at Prism going over. We actually didn't show all of it, but when we did get that remanufactured box, it was just we mounted it with 4 holes, and one hole was just off millimeters, so we had a heck of a time getting that one hole lined up.
Yeah, we kept chasing it. It would line up one way and bolt up, and then it wouldn't bolt up on another way. So
because it was I mean, it was a Saginaw steering box, but just a little bit different being a remanufactured. But anyway, we got it all worked out. The van's doing good. I talked to Jake last night. It tickled to death with it. We are actually going to go back down there probably in a couple weeks, just not do anything wrong, but we want to take the van and do a once over now that he's driven it some, or after he's driven it some, and make sure, check it all over just for our peace of mind. But you will see more of that van in the future. We've got some plans to do some camping with Jake. I know they're going to use it a lot in their videos according to what Jake says, so y'all be sure to go in and like and subscribe Prism Supply's YouTube channel. They have got cool footage. Their editing team is awesome. Their videos are awesome, and some of the places that Jake goes with Prism Supply and the people that he's in with is pretty awesome. So y'all be sure to check out Prism Supply. Check those guys out. Check out their parts. Seth has got some parts on his chopper from Prism Supply, and I mean, they, like I said in the video before, their attention to detail and their parts is just top notch. So be sure to check them out. And as always, we want to thank our guys, our sponsors, OK Recycling, Renegade Tees, trying to our new t-shirts here. Y'all be sure to go get a t-shirt. Seth will put the link to our Big Cartel in the bottom. So make sure to buy some merch. That helps us out, and just just keep on doing what y'all are doing. I know we've been a little slow here lately. We're getting ready to get things ramped back up in the shop. That we're getting some of these projects out of the way, that we can do some more concentrating on some of the fun stuff that we want to do. So stick with us, like, share, and subscribe. Y'all keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep doing what we're doing.